Welcome back to our cinematic journey. Today, we're diving into the time-twisting thriller Time Cut from 2024, directed by Hannah McPherson and starring Madison Bailey, Antonia Gentry, Griffin Gluck. This unique blend of horror, science fiction, and mystery takes audiences through an intricate story of love, revenge, and second chances. Before we jump into the plot, here are 10 key facts about the film and its journey to the big screen. Directed by Hannah McPherson in her debut in the sci-fi horror genre. Stars Madison Bailey as Lucy and Griffin Gluck as Quinn, who portray two pivotal roles with time travel twists. The film explores the emotional and psychological aspects of time travel, blending it with horror and suspense elements. Inspired by the 80s slasher genre, Time Cut has nods to classic horror while adding a sci-fi twist. Filming locations included a vintage high school and a series of abandoned rural barns to create an eerie 2003 setting. Time Cut explores a small-town atmosphere, creating a distinct contrast between past and present timelines. Matt Kaplan, Christopher Landon, and Michael Kennedy spent years developing the intricate time travel narrative. The film's soundtracks brings a nostalgic 2000s vibe, making the setting feel authentic. Revenues generated by the film are currently unknown. Currently, it appears that Netflix is the only streaming provider with the broadcasting rights. Before we dive into the plot, don't forget to like this video, leave a comment with your thoughts, and subscribe to our channel for more cinematic deep dives. Now, let's explore the suspenseful story of Time Cut. The story begins on April 18, 2003, at the Spring Fling, a high school event meant to celebrate senior year. But for Summerfield, the evening is overshadowed by tragedy. She mourns the loss of her friends Emmy, Brian, and Val, all victims of a brutal serial killer known as the Sweetly Slasher. As Summer drifts through the party, grappling with her grief, she is approached by her childhood friend Quinn, who attempts to hand her an envelope. However, Summer, too consumed by sorrow, brushes him off, and she later rebuffs her ex-boyfriend Ethan when he asks her to dance. While trying to escape the party's chaos, Summer finds herself alone in a back bathroom. Suddenly, she encounters a masked figure armed with a knife, and a deadly chase ensues. Fleeing toward the barn, she is ultimately overpowered and meets a tragic end. The story leaps forward to 2024, where we meet Lucy Field, a high school student and amateur inventor. Lucy feels invisible in her hometown, which remains haunted by her sister Summer's murder and the infamous Sweetly Slasher killings. The town is stuck in the past, both metaphorically and physically. Buildings are decaying, people speak in whispers about the unsolved murders, and Lucy's parents maintain a small shrine at the barn where Summer died. While visiting this eerie memorial, Lucy notices an unexpected flash of light emanating from a nearby hay barn. Curiosity pulls her inside, where she discovers an abandoned time machine. To her shock, the machine transports her back to 2003, 2 days before her sister's death. Disoriented yet intrigued, Lucy decides to stay, hoping to prevent the impending murders. Once back in 2003, Lucy feels an overwhelming sense of nostalgia and loss as she wanders through a town that is yet untouched by tragedy. She heads to her high school to seek out Mr. Fleming, her science teacher and mentor. However, during her inquiries about time travel, she catches the attention of Quinn, Summer's close friend and admirer. Quinn is immediately intrigued, yet warns Lucy against tampering with time, fearing the consequences. But Lucy's determination overrides Quinn's warnings. When Quinn is targeted by a group of students for the senior prank, Lucy intervenes, sweeping Ethan to the ground to protect Quinn. Although initially resentful, Quinn soon finds himself drawn to Lucy's honesty, and she confides in him about her accidental journey from the future. Recognizing his talents in physics, Lucy persuades Quinn to help her refuel the time machine so she can complete her mission. Quinn offers Lucy a ride to her parents' house, where she meets Summer, her older sister, and her parents, who are relaxed and full of life. Lucy is stunned to see her family as they were before the tragedy, a stark contrast to the withdrawn, grieving family she knows in her own time. Under the pretense of helping Summer with chemistry homework, Lucy tries to get closer to her sister, finding herself enchanted by Summer's personality and the warm family dynamic she never truly experienced. But things take a darker turn when the Sweetly slasher strikes again, this time targeting Summer's friends, Val and Brian. Lucy's attempts to intervene lead to an unexpected consequence. A security guard who wasn't supposed to die becomes an additional victim. Her presence in 2003 is altering the timeline, leading to unintended deaths and heightening the tension in her mission. As Summer grows suspicious of Lucy's intentions, Lucy reveals the truth about her mission and her identity. Overcoming the initial shock, Summer agrees to help, working together with Lucy and Quinn to save their friend Emmy from the impending attack. During this time, Lucy realizes that Quinn harbors deep feelings for Summer. She learns about the letter he tried to give Summer, a heartfelt confession of his love. Meanwhile, as they gather supplies to refuel the time machine, Summer attends the Spring Fling dance and publicly declares her love for Emmy. The declaration serves as a poignant and heartfelt moment, reinforcing her bond with her friends and adding a new emotional layer to the story. However, the Sweetly slasher soon makes his move, attacking Summer just as Lucy and Quinn arrive to rescue her. In a shocking twist, the Sweetly slasher is revealed to be a future version of Quinn from an alternate timeline. This version of Quinn has been driven to insanity by years of rejection, bullying, and bitterness, and his obsession with Summer has warped into a dark desire for revenge. Traveling back to 2003, he targets Summer and her friends, unintentionally creating the very timeline that leads to Lucy's existence. The revelation is both devastating and deeply disturbing, forcing Lucy to confront the fragile nature of her own reality. Determined to protect Summer, Lucy transports herself and the future Quinn back to 2024. In a fierce and emotionally charged battle, Lucy manages to electrocute and stab him, finally putting an end to his reign of terror. However, she soon realizes that in this newly created timeline, she doesn't exist. Summer's life and her parents' happiness have erased the pain and grief that would have led to Lucy's birth. Faced with a choice, Lucy decides to return to 2003, where she can live alongside Summer and experience the life her family could have had. She applies for an internship with NASA, a dream that once seemed impossible, and writes a personal statement filled with optimism and hope. The final scenes reflect a version of Lucy who, having resolved her past traumas, is ready to live her life fully and gratefully. Time Cut is a masterful blend of horror, sci-fi, and heartfelt drama, exploring the themes of family, sacrifice, and the consequences of tampering with time. The film's unique storyline and unexpected twists keep viewers captivated as they witness Lucy's journey through love, loss, and self-discovery. With standout performances and a gripping narrative, Time Cut proves itself a remarkable entry in both time travel and horror genres, offering a fresh take on the concept of fate and family. Thank you for joining us on this cinematic journey through Time Cut. If you enjoyed this deep dive, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more thrilling explorations into the world of film. Until next time, remember, even the smallest change can alter the course of everything. See you in the next video.